Hello, I'm Bob Strange. In the next few minutes you'll be receiving some interesting and useful information on the new 2001 Windstar. Now this information has been designed such that it allows you to quickly and easily present it to your customers, and it's also information that is truly important to each of them. Now for 2001 there's some new features. First of all, there is the standard 3.8 liter V6 engine, and this is standard on all models this year. There's also a new transaxle for better shifting. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And there are some new safety and security enhancements as well. Now one thing to keep in mind is that Windstar is truly designed around the customer. And by that I mean that families, and specifically moms, have been interviewed and asked questions about what exactly do they want and need in a minivan. And this has been taken into account in the design of the new Windstar. Now Windstar truly is designed for active lifestyles. And for an active lifestyle, versatility is really a key consideration. Hopefully after viewing this program, you really should have all you need to present a quick, solid product presentation. If you do find that you need more information, you can always check with the 2001 Car Sourcebook, or you can take a look at the 2001 product website, or you can always look at the articles and information in Frontline Magazine. Also, the information that we're covering in this will definitely be needed for your certification, so if I was you, I would pay close attention. Now, throughout this program, you'll notice this. It's a reminder of a competitive advantage that you're definitely going to want to pass on to your customers. Now, to make things easier, we have grouped the key vehicle attributes into 4 distinct categories. First of all, we have safety and security. Secondly, we have driving enjoyment. Thirdly, interior versatility, and lastly, Windstar's diverse lineup. Now, by covering these standout features, customers are sure to have more questions to ask, and I think once you're done with all of this, they're definitely going to want to take a test drive in the new 2001 Windstar. Now, as far as safety and security is concerned, let's face it, Windstar customers are families. Safety and security are perhaps the most important consideration when these people buy a new vehicle. The Windstar 4-door with optional side impact airbags was the first vehicle in the entire industry to earn a quadruple 5-star rating in government crash testing. Now for 2001, driver and passenger side impact front airbags are also available. Now there are 2 things to keep in mind when you're talking about side impact airbags with your Windstar customers. First of all, where they come from. The side impact airbags on Windstar come out of the seat back cushion, and that's to keep them in the same relative position with your body regardless of where you put the seat. Secondly, and also very important, is the fact that the side impact airbags on Windstar are designed to protect both your torso and your head. Many systems out there only protect one or the other. For 2001, Windstar raises the safety and security bar even higher with the addition of the new standard personal safety system and the advanced Trac interactive vehicle dynamics system. Here with a look at the personal safety system is Dave Clark from the Ford Automotive Safety Organization.
The first 2 elements of the system are the forward crash satellite sensor and the sensor located in the restraints control module. The combination of these 2 sensing elements determines the crash severity, and those are the key inputs to making some of the decisions whether and how to deploy the airbags. Other sensing elements, such as the driver seat position sensor, will indicate whether the driver is in the full forward seat position or some predetermined position back from full forward, and if this is the case, the driver's inflation rate is tailored appropriately. 2 other sensing elements are the safety belt usage sensing elements located in the driver and passenger safety belt buckle assemblies. These safety sensors detect whether the occupants are belted or unbelted, and this again will drive the deployment thresholds, either higher or lower depending upon safety belt usage. The dual stage airbag deploys up in responding to the appropriate inputs into the personal safety system. In other words, when there is a high severity crash, the airbags will deploy with higher power, and this is to protect the occupants in those high severity crashes. The restraint system will have maximum capacity and maximum energy absorbing power. In the event that the crash severity is lower, the airbags will deploy with less power. And this is, again, appropriate in responding to that level of lower crash severity. Safety belt pretensioners and energy management retractors are key elements in the personal safety system. The pretensioning devices activate to remove safety belt slack during the early portion of a crash event. And this is to help stabilize the kinematics during the impact event. In the event that the crash is high severity and the occupants are wearing their seat belts, the energy management retractors located in the retractor assembly serve to reduce the tension in the safety belt during the high forces imposed upon the occupant chest in the high severity crash. It's very important that customers realize the significance of the safety benefits offered by the personal safety system. At first glance, you may not realize these safety benefits exist. It's very important that a message be delivered that depicts what these benefits are and the safety features that are included in this safety package, the personal safety system. It's also important to note that this safety system is one of the most advanced safety systems on the marketplace today.
Windstar also offers available advanced Trac interactive vehicle dynamics system. Now, this type of yaw control or stability control system is something that's generally found only on high-performance cars or luxury type vehicles. Now, what exactly does this type of system do? Basically, it compensates automatically for what we call understeer and oversteer. Let's take a look at what those terms really mean to your customers. To do that, I'm going to use my Tinker Toys here. Suppose you're driving down a slippery road and a ball comes out in front of you from between two parked cars. You're probably going to assume that there's a child coming behind that ball, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn very quickly. If it's slippery and you turn too quickly, what can happen is that the rear of the vehicle can get loose on you, can rotate, and we call that oversteer. Well, here's what advanced Trac can do. It can selectively brake any of the 4 brakes on the vehicle. Why would it want to do that? Easy, to steer the vehicle back under control. In this case, if the rear of the vehicle is starting to get out of control, what advanced Trac may do is brake the outside front wheel. It'll rotate the vehicle back into control and allow you to stay on the road and stay under control. Take another example. Suppose you're on a slippery road, a snowy covered road, and you're going around a curve and you go too fast and the front of the vehicle starts to go off the road. In this case, this is called understeer, and what you want to do is to be able to rotate the vehicle, and we can do that by, let's say, braking the inside rear brake. Rotates the vehicle back onto the road surface, keeps you better under control. Now, the driver does not have to do anything for this system to work, and this type of system can react much more quickly than you can as a driver. One thing to make sure to tell your customers to keep in mind, advanced Trac does not defy the laws of physics. If it's slippery out, if the conditions are bad, they need to slow down. Now, how many of your customers do you think ever use one of these, or for that matter, even know what it is? This is a tire pressure gauge. New in the 2001 Windstar is a standard low tire warning system. And this system is designed to warn the driver when a tire is getting low on air pressure. Here's how it works. If a tire starts losing air pressure, the tire's radius or diameter gets smaller, that tire spins faster. The ABS sensors sense wheel spin. By comparing all 4 tires, the system can tell if one of the tires is rotating faster, more than likely it's losing air, and a light on the dashboard is illuminated warning the driver. Now, once corrective action is taken, it's required to use a switch on the instrument panel to then reset the system. For those customers that opt for the available driver's side sliding door, there is a new available feature called Strobe Alert. Now, here's how it works. Anytime each of the sliding doors is open, flashers on the mirror on that side of the vehicle go off, just like this, to point out to oncoming drivers that someone may be exiting the vehicle. I think this is an outstanding safety feature to point out to your customers. The 2001 Windstar has a number of performance and handling features to make your customers' driving experience much more enjoyable. Now, certainly one of the most important aspects of an enjoyable driving experience is just plain power. For 2001, all Windstar models have the 3.8-liter V6 engine. This engine puts out 200 horsepower and it puts out 240 pound-feet of torque. Now, one of the ways that it is able to put out this much power and torque is through something called a split port induction system. Now, that may sound like a lot of engineering terminology to your customers, but it's actually very easy to demonstrate with these, just 2 soda straws. Now, a split port induction means that there's actually 2 intake ports going into each cylinder. At lower engine speeds, only one of those ports is open. If you take one straw and blow slowly through it, it's very easy to blow that much air through the straw. But if you try and blow more air through it, you really can't. There's a lot of resistance to trying to get that much air through one straw. Well, the easy way to solve that problem is to have 2 straws. Now when you blow through, much more air goes through the 2 straws. Same thing happens in the engine. At higher speeds, the second port is opened by a valve. Both of them are open. More air and fuel into the engine at higher speeds means more power. And that's just the way this works, and it's very simple to explain. There are also a number of engine improvements in the areas of noise, vibration, and harshness. Now let's just list all of these. First of all, there's a new cast engine oil pan, a new ribbed transaxle chain cover, a new structural main control cover, a new fully counterweighted crankshaft, new main bearing ladder frame, stiffer engine accessory drive brackets, and improved exhaust tuning. And as I said, all of these things go towards noise, vibration, and harshness improvement. Now, shift quality is also a very important aspect in terms of the driving experience. There's a brand new transaxle this year, and it's of what's called a non-synchronous design. Now, what exactly is non-synchronous? What does this mean? Well, with the old design, all of the gears in the transaxle were directly connected together. Virtually anything that happened to one gear happened to everything else. For example, if you lifted off the throttle and the gears moved slightly, all of the gears would have to follow suit. With a non-synchronous design, each gear set can operate independently. So the gear set that the power is going through, again, for example, when lifting off the throttle, that gear set is the only one that's affected. It doesn't affect the rest of them. And what this does, it improves shift quality, and it also improves, again, the noise, vibration, and harshness issues. Now, just as a point, I've driven this new transaxle design, and believe me, it is a much better design than the previous model. Driving Windstar will be a truly enjoyable experience for drivers of any stature with the available power-adjustable brake and accelerator pedals. Now, the way the system works is it allows the accelerator and brake pedals to be moved fore and aft approximately 3 inches. The best way to set these up would be to get yourself in the seat, adjust the seat and the steering wheel in a position where your arms are comfortably on the steering wheel and you're able to easily reach the controls. And then lastly, use the switch on the dash to move the brake and accelerator in a position such that not only are you comfortable, but it's very easy for you to go from the accelerator to the brake pedal. Now, one thing to keep in mind that you want to tell your customers is that you want to make these adjustments to the pedals while the vehicle is stationary. You do not want to do this while you're driving. A big part of Windstar's comfort and convenience story has always been its interior versatility. For example, on 4-door models, Windstar still has the second row bench seat side-to-side indexing feature. Now what this does is allows much more versatility in terms of entry into the 3rd row area. New for 2001 is a second row bucket seat option. This gives you 2 bucket seats, a large center console storage area, and 2 cup holders in the second row area. Now Windstar also offers the ability to move the 3rd row bench seat up to the 2nd row, giving you more cargo and passenger area. Also, the 3rd row and 2nd row bench seats come with rollers just to facilitate moving the seats around inside the vehicle. You don't have to lift them up to move them back and forth. Windstar's family entertainment system, AutoVision, is even much more functional for 2001. For example, the biggest change is probably the fact that the LCD screen now folds out of the headliner. It's much easier for 3rd row occupants to see this. Now this system offers a number of useful features, not the least of which is the fact that you can take out the video cassette player, take it indoors, and use it anywhere with an optional 12-volt power supply that you can purchase separately. You can also plug in your personal audio system and play it through the Windstar speakers. Included with the system are two 12-volt power points, two sets of headphones with an 8-foot cord for each one infrared remote, there is side pocket storage for your tapes, and in the rear seat control module there are audio-visual inputs, volume control, a media selection, a seek function, and two headphone jacks. Now, if you need any more information on this, you can always consult your 2001 Ford product website, or you can consult your 2001 source book. One other interior feature that you want to mention in your vehicle overview is the new personal profile system that's available only on the Windstar Limited models. Now, this is the first system to include memory presets for the power heated signal mirrors, for the power seats, and the power adjustable pedals. While Windstar's many safety, performance, and convenience features make it an attractive vehicle for many customers, its wide-ranging model lineup makes it even more appealing. Now, think about it. This one vehicle has a 3-door model and 5 4-door models. Each of these models has its own set of standard features and options sure to appeal to any customer that walks in the front door. Now, here's a quick review of those features that you want to include in any presentation that you do on the 2001 Windstar. First of all, under safety and security, there's the quadruple 5-star crash test rating, which is an industry first, optional side impact airbags, standard personal safety system, the new available advanced Trac interactive vehicle dynamics system, which will be available in mid-year, the new standard low tire warning system, and the available sliding door strobe alert. Now, under driving enjoyment, we have a standard 3.8-liter split-port induction V6 engine on all models, reduced noise, vibration, and harshness, a new electronically controlled 4-speed automatic overdrive transaxle, and available power adjustable accelerator and brake pedals. Now, under interior versatility, you have the second row side-to-side bench seat indexing, new available second row bucket seats with center console, the third row bench seat which moves to the second row bench seat position, and the available family entertainment system AutoVision. And under model lineup, as we've said, there's one 3-door and 5 4-door models. Now, obviously there are many other additional features that we've not been able to cover in our short time here. Learn more about these in the 2001 Ford product website, the 2001 car source book, and you can also learn a lot of this information in Frontline magazine as well. Well, that's the 2001 Windstar story, and we've given you a lot of information on improvements that will make Windstar much more appealing to your customers.